So after we've downloaded, we want to start editing your video. So what we could do is open up Adobe Premiere Pro. This is the program that you will be using. Couple ways to find it is down on the lower left, you have Launchpad. Click on it and locate your Adobe Premiere Pro icon. Click on it and it will start opening up the program itself. It might take a little bit to open up because there's a lot of files associated with Adobe Premiere Pro. So once it opens up, we are starting with a new project. After you have this set up initially, then you would go into Open Project. So it's a new project. You don't have to worry anything up here, but location, where you're saving your project to, you want to click on that. Click Browse, and then where you're saving your work to. Remember, in your Movies folder where you set up the folder, and then your Digital Media folder, and then in the side of that you have your Value of a Good Education. That is where your project will save to. Name this project, hit OK. This next part gets a little tricky. The one I want you to select is click on HDV and then do 1080p 30. Again, HDV 1080p 30. And you can also name your sequence. Once you've done that, hit OK. And the screen appears. It looks pretty complicated, but it really is not. So let me show you a couple different areas and what these areas are. So right here is your preview screen. This is where you can watch your videos and see what it looks like. This is the program screen. This is what it will actually look like. Down here is called your bin. That's where your videos will be loaded into after you import it onto the computer. There's also tabs in here that you can click on. The tab that you'll probably use the most is your Effects tab, and there are a couple other ones in there. Here are some of your tools associated with the program. We'll get into that a little bit later. And then right here is your timeline. Alright, so this is where all your edited video will go into to make your final video. What we want to do next is import your video. So if I double click on here, here are the videos I imported. So remember where you saved your videos. Remember, it's Movies, your Digital Media folder, and your Value of a Good Education. Select the videos that are associated with it and click Import. Now if I look over here, hey, here are the two videos, or some of the videos that I downloaded. So if I double click on it, right here in my preview screen, I can see the video, and there's my beautiful mug. Alright, so now I'm ready to edit my video. So after looking at the storyboard, it tells you exactly what you need to do. So it says start with 5 seconds of black. Easy way to do it is if you go into File, New, Black Video. Alright, it sets everything up for you. That's what we want it. We hit OK. There's the video, the black video, right in our bin. We click and just drag it over. And there's our first 5 seconds of video. Then we go to the next part, which is your intro, then your student interview, teacher interview, student interview, so on and so forth. But to edit your video, you can double click on it, and you can watch it in your preview screen. So all this video I don't want. I'm scrolling down, I'm seeing where I'm at. So when I start talking, that's where I want my video to start. I want to set an endpoint. To set an endpoint, I do I, and notice how that changed. Alright, so everything to the right of it changes to green, everything stays the same. So if I do I, that's where my video will start. Everything to the left disappears. So that's where I want to start, and where I gotta find where I want my video to end. So I want my video to end right here. So I do something called an out point. So if I click on the letter O, that's where my video will end. Everything to the right of it gets pushed out. So now I've edited my piece of video. I can put this on my timeline. So if I click on it and drag it into my timeline, there it is. And look at that. It starts exactly where I put my endpoint and ends right at the end of it where I put my out point. That is just the basics of editing. You will also need to put titles in there, the people's names associated with the video. So to make a title, if you go into title up on the top of the screen, you can click new title, and the easiest thing to do is click on based on template. And here are a bunch of templates that you can use. What I recommend for people's names is lower thirds, and you can go through these to see which one you like. I personally will use this one. Alright, so name this. This is myself. Hit OK. And now in here, you're able to replace the text. So now that you've replaced the text, and look at that beautiful mug, you can exit out of it, and it goes directly into your bin, right here. So once I see it in my bin, I just put it on top of the video. Ooh, that is kind of covering my face, so I might want to rearrange it where it pops up. So if I double click on the title, I can select on everything in the title, and then I can decide, oh, maybe I bring it down, maybe I make it a little smaller. I exit out of it. Now when I look at it, okay, that's a little better. Still not perfect. Alright, so that's how you make a title. You'll do this for your credits also. So now that you have a little idea of how to edit, if you've recorded everything, you should start your editing process.